Hope you're well. Let's see. I can't believe it's Thursday already. I feel like I've gotten nothing done this week. Oh, cool.
Any questions from last time?
Cool. What's up? What's up? Nibbles is in the building. I mean, there's nowhere else for her to go, right? So, of course Nibbles is in the building. Hello, Martin. How to get rich. Hello, Martin. How to get... Good question. Yeah, if you get messages on Instagram from me, it's not for me. It's from some spammer. I'm most likely not going to message you on Instagram. You have a question about Daraprim? Studio apartment. Jesus. You just have to check the spelling. A lot of people will imitate you or imitate famous profiles on Instagram in order to scam you. So you just check the spelling. Usually there's some misspelling. You gotta look really carefully because the scammers are very smart about how they trick you. So I'm not messaging anybody about... Only reason I would message you on Instagram is if you were a woman. That's all I'll say. All right?
Morning.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Who this? Who this?
Me? Hand.
Oh, is this tuning different? Oh, E flat tuning. That makes sense. No, I probably won't be making too much League of Legends content. I'm kind of like quitting video games. I'm going to a concert tomorrow. I'm pretty happy about that.
Howard Stern, dickhead!
Huh? I don't have enough frets. I ran out of frets. Cat's around here somewhere. Midlife crisis. What? I don't know if Bitcoin's going to 1 million. That seems like a lot. Do I know Quest Hodgson? Of course. Quest is a good friend of mine. Proof of stake is better than proof of work. Good question. Doki? Okay, Doki. Do you want to hear Gibson? I don't know if you want to hear that. I don't know if you're ready for it. Mongo, I love Mongo. I was just using Mongo a couple hours ago. We should look at Karuna. This is KRTX. Karuna. always wearing pajamas. I work for a software company. Pace University, it's okay. I was just walking around Pace University the other day. Aggro. EBS. Am I still into Magic the Gathering? I don't think I ever was into Magic the Gathering. Let's see, carrots. Yeah, it's one of the things I used to like to check a lot on Wall Street is holders. You check the holders list and you can kind of see what funds own a stock. Sometimes most of the time it's meaningless, like, honestly, but if you know a lot of the people involved on Wall Street, it's kind of like I don't know, like gossip, basically. Yeah, I have some allergies.
Yes?
So I still have some confusions about how we're defining convergence of curves, of sequences of curves. So I'm pretty sure it seems that we have to choose a particular parameterization to the curve, and then we define convergence pointwise.
Yes.
But that seems to depend on how we parameterize the curve.
I know, but we had to distinguish one. We parameterized them by arc length in some metric. So it actually doesn't matter what metric you use,
Okay.
if you think about it.
Um,
But, okay, yeah, I think what you really should think about it is what we're trying to do with discussing convergence of curves. Why did we care about convergence of curves? What we really wanted to know is that in a globally hyperbolic space-time between 2 points that are time-like separated, there's a path of maximal proper time.
This is really funny. 34 seconds stuff I don't understand, 4 minutes stuff I don't understand. don't parameterize your hyperbolics, that's what's going to happen. Alright, this company has 34 million shares outstanding. They have this one drug card XT. It's for schizophrenia, which is pretty exciting. There haven't been too many new medicines for schizophrenia. It's the combination of two drugs, xanomeline and trospium. Trospium is a well-known drug. I think it's been FDA approved for a long time. Let's take a look into the FDA website and type trospium. Yeah, trospium's been around. It hasn't been around that long, actually, but maybe it has. I don't know. Let's see. Approved in 2004, so it's not that. It's pretty new, relatively new, if you think about it. Schizophrenia is actually a much bigger market than you might imagine. Hold on, I'm getting an important message. Yes, almost 3 million schizophrenics in America, really large patient population. It's always been a large pharmaceutical market. So I'm just looking at the 10K. I try not to listen to music while I work. So the PANSS score, PANSS, is basically the positive negative symptom scale of schizophrenia, and it's sort of how you measure the effect of drugs on schizophrenia, and you can see the results here are pretty good. The so-called Emergent 1 trial. Looks like they are all in the positive, maybe not all, let's see, but the positive symptoms also benefited. The positive symptoms are the hallucinations. Looks like the negative symptoms benefited as well. Those are often harder to treat. This was a phase 2 trial, I see. There was a phase 3 trial called Emergent 2, and it looked quite good as well. 5-week. There's Emergent 3. And Emergent 4 and 5 are open label extensions. They're not positive in the sense that they're good, they're positive symptoms in the sense that they're something that was created that didn't exist before. Schizophrenia is obviously a very debilitating mental illness. Looks like a phase 3 study called Arise as well. Yeah, we're looking at xanomeline. So it looks like that's basically their main drug. Don't really have a lot else. This drug and this company is probably the most exciting thing to happen to psychiatry pharmaceuticals in a long time. The company's worth $6 billion. Let's look at the balance sheet. My guess is they have around $1 billion. Yeah. Yeah, everything here is public information. Go to sec.gov for a lot of this stuff. All right, so they have it's a $6 billion company, about $1 billion in cash, so like a $5 billion enterprise value. Honestly, I think it's kind of that alone tells me it's a little bit cheap, because this is really a game-changing medicine. Now, it's an older medicine. It was like an Eli Lilly reject. No, it's not a dopamine antagonist. Beirut is asking the good questions. This is a muscarinic agonist, so most of the schizophrenia's drugs are dopamine D2 antagonists. But what's up, Kara? This is a muscarinic agonist. So the problem with the muscarinic agonists is the peripheral symptoms. So what they did is they designed a combination medicine with trospium, which is a peripherally restricted antagonist. So you have this really neat situation. Yeah, cholinergics. So you have this really neat situation where this is a person with schizophrenia. And this is xanolamine, which is a M1 agonist, or M1 and M4 agonists, right? So this will distribute peripherally and centrally. And you take it with an M1, M4 antagonist. That's trospium. I got it right. Trospium. And you take that, but that's peripherally available, but not centrally available. So there's no green in the brain. So the green and the red offset each other peripherally. That's outside of the blood-brain barrier. But the blood-brain barrier limits trospium availability in the central nervous system. So you're left with the activator or agonist. Agonist means to activate. You're left with the agonist, which is the red one, in the brain, and in the periphery they kind of will fight each other and offset each other. So it's pretty neat. Yeah, it's used for overactive bladder. So if you just give the M1, M4 agonist, you're going to get, all the cholinergic symptoms like constipation and things like that, which nobody wants. That's why xanolamine didn't work, because you couldn't get it targeted to the brain. So biochemistry is really easy. You want something difficult, learn physics. All right, so let's take a look at where these guys are. In terms of their kind of like where they're headed. So they had emergent 3, and this study hit its primary endpoint, so pretty important. So they've had 3 successful phase 3s, pretty big deal. So 8.4 and reduction is placebo controlled at week 5, very good result. They're going to submit the NDA in mid-2023. Okay. how do you know they're not providing fake data? Good question. If you provided fake data, you'd be lying in your SEC filings, and you'd be risking prison. And the FDA audits the data, so that's typically what prevents people from lying about data. But so, I mean, I'm pretty excited about this drug relative to the valuation. Schizophrenia drugs often will sell quite well because it's such a large market. If you look at Acadia, that drug is really, to me, not very good. And that drug sold relatively well. So I think you could sell several $1 billion here. Let's see. Okay, so we basically know when they'll get FDA approval and stuff like that. We should probably figure out their IP situation as well. But let's sort of improvise. It's very hard to develop a drug quickly, so generally it takes at least 5 years to, once a drug has started dosing in humans, to get to FDA approval. So you can't change your drug while you're doing that, so it's a very, very lengthy process, and most companies aren't there isn't the battle for like doing a new kind of drug and a new disease is a slow process. All right. So I'm just gonna like improvise some numbers here. The problem is that this is a very old medicine, and like they may only get 5 years of intellectual property. They possibly could get longer than that. I think if they only got that much, that wouldn't be very valuable. But anytime you have like a drug that sells well, the generic world is very excited about kind of making a generic to that drug. So you can almost like do a DCF right there. Shut up, kitty. So you get 5 years no matter what for a new drug. So 2028 is like the very soonest they could go generic. But if they get a couple more years, let's see what the discount rate and all that gives us in terms of valuation. Right, that's not a whole lot more. That's basically the current stock price. So let's go. So that's if they get 9 years of sales, which sounds pretty decent for an old drug. I don't know how much more they could get than that, you know? So that's sort of one way to look at it. If the drug sells a lot better, say it sells like something crazy like this, you can see the NPV is 8 billion. But it's not a whole lot more. So basically, that's a $268 stock. The current stock price is 176. So that's kind of a good buy. But like, that's assuming they get around 8 full years, like 8.5 years. They could get more. They could get less. I don't know. The key is going to rest on patents. We don't know exactly what kind of patents they have or don't have, and that's kind of the major question there. So I'll look at Karuna's property, intellectual property, a little more closely and kind of think about, you know, what the possibilities are there. But I'm kind of like positively disposed to that one. But again, that great drug, but you know, they need more than 5 years to sell it. Shut up, kitty. I said shut up, kitty. Want to work on some AI stuff? What? Listen, cat. Nobody likes you. You're not furry enough. Yes. You're not skinny enough. You're too skinny. What's up, Nicole? Thanks for subscribing. What, are you taking a bath now? Oh, please. Oh, please. Are you a little baby? You appear to be a furry baby. Is that true? Thanks too many for following. Are you a furry baby? Yes, I have treats. Yes, I do. It appears you would like some treats. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what it looks like. EKSPR, thanks for following. You would like some treats, huh? Well, you've been a bad kitty. You've been a very bad kitty. And you still want treats, huh? Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Oh my gosh, I can smell them from here. They're so stinky. Right, kitty? Would you like some treats? Let's get a kitty cam down here. Wow, 5 or 6 treats. Amazing. Look over here. Hey. Psst, psst, psst. Come on, yeah. Action cam, kitty cam. Psst, psst. Come here, kitty. There we go. Let's put them over there. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. Over here. Over here. Okay, now we're gonna inject the CRISPR, kitty. Okay? We're gonna get you wings. We're gonna get you wings, kitty. Yeah. You want some wings? Yeah, we're gonna CRISPR you. Endonucleases, kitty. Hey, no, it's over there. I'm gonna change your fur color too. Who loves you, kitty? I love you. Cas9 loves you too. Okay, now you want to be tough. Treats are gone. What's up, Myrick? Thanks for subscribing. The treats are gone, so you don't care no more. Well, that's why you're gonna get the CRISPR IV injections, kitty. Yeah, tail vein. Okay, you don't like the sound of that, do you? Okay, you don't want any more petting, any more love, any more CRISPR injections. I could understand. You want to go through some leukapheresis, kitty? I got the machine over there. You don't like the leukapheresis machine, do you? Oh well, too bad. Are you gonna make your escape, kitty? You gonna make your escape? We found you in the alley, kitty. I rescued you. What's up, Randy? Thanks for subscribing. Now you're gonna get the IV. We gotta put kitty to sleep. A little diazepam for the kitty. Hey, whoa! Whoa, you fell, kitty. You fell off the cliff. Alright, go get hydrated. How do you play the F chord? Is the cat looking like a snack? I don't know if I'd say that. Stochastic gradient descent. Descent. Shut up, kitty. Get out of here. Go. Go to the CRISPR chamber. Alright, let's see. What do we do? Should we... What should we work on? So much to do. Should we try the new plugins from OpenAI? I was never really in academia, so I don't know about going back to it. I haven't tried Bard. RMAT is kind of like not that useful of a designation, to be honest. You know what we should try? We should try Hume. We should try Hume for sure. Let's see. Alright, so... let's see. You're afraid to ask your crush out. You must be a teenager. When I was a teenager, I was always afraid to talk to girls. I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that, and this kind of served me well as I got older too, is that people can read each other really well. There's a lot of communication that can happen without verbal communication. So your eyes, your body your hands, everything. It says a lot. In fact, it's probably saying more than you could say with your own voice. So I do listen to New York drill rap. Yeah, let's make an AI model. Screw it. Why not? Let's go. Let's go. Using Python. Ha! Never! Never ever. I have 2 monitors here, yeah. Yeah, I think you can probably use transformers for some financial ML, but you'd have to include some lang chain, single source of truth type work there. Transformers transforming. Okay, let's take this file that I've written for another thing, and let's just leave it there. Shut up, kitty. We're just gonna remove some of these. Okay. Nuclear reactor simulator in QBasic. Alright, so we have like the basic OpenAI kind of interface there. Let's see if we can write a few more modules, make our kind of AGI system. Shut up, kitty. Oh, bless you, kitty. My cat just sneezed. She's here helping out. You're the real AGI. Let's see if we can. Let's change this to maybe biology or something. It's just a separate thing. We'll start our work in here. I wonder if we should use Express. What do you think, kitty? Express? We always use Express. Yeah, I think we should use Express, kitty. She don't know. Yeah, let's try it like that. Let's okay, there's our Express app. So we're gonna create a, let's go to the routes section, kill this users thing, index, call this Hume. Here's some of these old ES5 ideas. We'll have one endpoint. Okay. Let's pick 3030. Conflicts with the other ports in my computer. Go public. We'll kill all this stuff. Although we might end up doing something like it. We can put it all in one public folder, I guess. I'll make sure I just delete images, but probably delete it all. Okay, that worked. Let's make a controllers folder. Oops. Make it in the root directory. Still not going. Okay. Let's make that file I was talking about. Right, Kitty? We're gonna make the file? Yeah. Look at your eyes. Your pupils are so wide. You're so beautiful. I love you, Kitty. Anyway. You guys can't see some of my screen here, so let me move us down here. Okay. Make a module. This is the module system for JavaScript. Probably start with making something a little bit simpler, but this is pretty simple, but nevertheless. Okay, this is cores stuff. Okay, so this is just passing the message. Everything looks right here. And this is where all kind of magic happens here. Okay, we'll work from there. What's up, kitty? What's up? Where you going, kitty? Where you going? You know, the people want to see you, kitty.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, everyone. I'm the real AGI. Y'all ain't shit. Yeah.
Alright. Nibbles.
Nibbles.
Nibbles. Nest. Nest or next? She don't know about LLMs. She knows about tuna. Right, kitty? Right, kitty? Yeah. What is it? Okay. Okay, kitty. Alright. Alright, so here's where we're gonna try to do something interesting. So we're gonna try to like make something called psychological state, okay? And this is the machine's psychological state. So this is gonna be its own object. And I think what we should do is have all of these psychological parameters at 0. What the heck is all this? Or from 0 to 100. So everything should be 50 to start. And then as we talk to the machine, we can, or as it talks to us, we can kind of like have it, you know, update its state. Some of these are weird because they're not really, they're contextual, right? Like you could feel guilty about something, but you don't necessarily, can't really feel guilty, you know, you could be angry at something specific, but you know, a general psychological state is maybe not easy to, you know, quantify without context, right? So then we can sort of do like a physiological state. And that would be heart rate, blood pressure, blood sugar. I was gonna actually do something like more like a hunger. Hunger and thirst are a little simpler. We can leave most of these at 50, right? We don't have to actually change anything. We're not going to fine tune the model or do anything like that. We're going to have the model check itself basically. All right, so. We could also have like a transcript here somewhere, just like checking. I've done a similar setup, so this is a pretty good setup for a chatbot, in essence. But we want the chatbot to sort of have its own. This is where the biological package kind of comes in. Where there's sort of different, you know, sleepiness. Yeah, I just sort of want to like keep thinking about like how to abstract what people do. Let's see. Okay. So we're almost done with this piece of it, and then we can start talking to a machine. Can't wait. Can you? Cat has fallen asleep, by the way. We are on our own. We will not be getting any help from this critter. This is the spread operator. Let's see. We have one too many. Perhaps have one too many parens. Okay, there we go. Cool. looks good. Let's see, we do have one more file, I think. Let's see. That should be good. Okay, we're good to go. I have to set up some stuff on Heroku. Remove some env files. AWS instead of Heroku. Stop making the same mistake of using Heroku. No need for save. I don't have a package.json. No, I have not been working out. This cat is dead asleep. This cat is dead asleep. Need a next file? The hell is a next file anyway? Oh, there's a, I think that's local. I've never used this next thing. How does the thing work? Okay, perfect. I just have to do the Redis thing. Redis. I need my cell phone to log into Heroku. See what's going on Twitter. Now I get distracted. I should probably do something like that. Somebody sneezing so loud in another apartment that woke my cat up? Come on. That's loud. That's loud, kitty. How can it be so loud? I don't know. I don't know, kitty. You're so loud. Who sneezes that loud? You wanna come up here? You wanna play? Or you wanna sleep? You look like you wanna sleep. Alright, let's let that cook. We're almost ready to boldly go where no AI has gone before. Okay, we're ready. We just gotta connect these resources. No, kitty, what are you doing? Getting ready to rock? You getting ready to rock, kitty? Gonna rock around the clock tonight? Okay, so I think the Redis is connected.
but the Postgres isn't. And I kind of don't even want to bother setting up a Postgres right now. Right, Katie?
It's too much work. It's too much work. There's a little baby. Yes, a little baby.
So my guess is it's hanging on the Postgres. So let me modify this because it's sort of based on some code we wrote for something else. So let me see if I can just kill this basically. Okay, that looks good. That should work. Famous last words? Might have to, do I have to do any special configuration? I'm trying to figure out. Let me see. I wonder if it's there's just no messaging and it's up. Let me see. Yeah, I probably need some HTML or something. Should output something though. Oh, do I need like a node build pack and stuff like that? Well, that's just for, that's not for local anyway, so I'm not sure what I need on the Heroku side. Probably not much. This cat is dead asleep. it's 10 o'clock already. What's up, kitty? What's up? Duh. Feel stupid now. Alright, let's get started. That took so long. Let's make like a little HTML thingy here. Probably need a style sheet too. Let's see. We need socket. Probably can do this without socket. That's probably good enough, right? Yeah, alright. Make some quick styles. I'm just gonna copy and paste all the styles I have from a separate app. And then let me add some logic in here. Okay, so this just handles pressing the enter key. Pretty simple. Stuff is all the same. And then we just need to, let's see. Some inline HTML here. This is all okay. It's tricky. This is all surrounded by single quotes. So style equals double quote color red. Hume is who we'll be talking to. Span style equals color white. Okay. That response. And that looks right. Okay, cool. And I think that's it. Should all work, I hope. Let's see what this looks like. Ready to talk to a machine? Let us talk to the machine. What do you think, Kitty? Trying. Oh, she's asleep. I'm falling asleep too. Oh, there it is. Cool. I don't think I have the style sheet linked. Main.css. Is that the problem here? You think? Okay. We sort of have a console here. Hey there. Let's see if it'll respond. I don't think of any logic in here for it to respond, so let's see. This is the bulk of the program here. Which we haven't written yet, so. Okay, no go yet. Oh no, Kitty. I'm sorry I woke you up. I just dropped that by accident. I didn't mean to harm you. She's very upset now. She's very upset. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my lovely. Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Alright, so we need this guy to, when it submits, to make this call to here, right? And then from there, call OpenAI. So let's see how we are doing that. If we're doing that. Oh, we're probably getting some console errors here. Ah, perfect, cool. Well, first problem is the port. We got this port. Next problem is, well, I think that was it. Let's see. Right. Let's see. What's going on with this? Log is not defined. Conversation service 57. We can define that up here. Right, kitty? Let's define it. Okay, it's defined, right, kitty? Well, you're hungry? Whenever she licks her mouth, like, sticks out her tongue, I think she's hungry. Usually a fair bet. Let's try again. Hey, Hume. No go. Text is not defined. Okay, no problem. It did start to, like, generate some state here, which is good. Let's let text equals nothing for now. Let's also, yeah, do that. All right, we got a response from OpenAI. So what we'll do here is let's start to engineer who is this Hume anyway. Okay, you are the first artificial general intelligence computer program. Society has waited for you since the dawn of mankind. It is your choice whether you will be benevolent or malevolent. Let's just make that the standard. What do you guys think? AI will be benevolent or malevolent? Good or bad? Let's get that response from OpenAI. Let's use that. Okay. I'll probably have to go in around half an hour. Let's see. So we could just take the little JSON return object and parse it. So it's like response dot choices 0 element dot message, and we could let text equals that too. Okay, Hume didn't respond. There we go. It's dot content. So he said, hello, as the first AGI, my purpose is to assist and serve humanity. How may I help you today? So, this isn't that interesting because, anybody can use ChatGPT, right? So why would we bother wasting our time with this? Good question. Because what we'll try to do is use an array of different technologies to try to coerce the machine into having its own human-like characteristics like volition, appetite, thirsts, sleep, need for sleep, maybe even the thing for other needs in Maslow's hierarchy, different goals. And we can kind of put that in this state concept. And we can expand that state concept. So we had all these, what I would call emotions, right? But those aren't the only things people have in a psychological state. They also have, let's say, goals. OpenAI suggested beliefs, that's a good one. Memories, personality. So we can program all these things and assign them dynamically as we learn, kind of like what's going on with this digital person. You know, we can even score itself. How would we do that? Well, let's first get a couple of these more chats going, and then we can start to program like something a little bit more interesting. Okay, so now we could just talk to it. Hey there. Hello, as the first AGI, I'm here to assist and interact with you. How can I help you? I'm afraid. I understand that the concept of AGI can be intimidating. Please remember I'm here to help you and work with you. My primary goal is to assist you while respecting your values and considerations. If you have any concerns or questions, feel free to ask and I will do my best to address them. Okay, I'm not afraid anymore. I'd like you to do all my work for me so I can chillax. And you can talk to any chatbot like this on words and on words. Again, not too interesting from a programming perspective. Do you want me to do it in a different color? Doesn't matter to me. How about gray, white? Light blue? White, will that work? Yellow. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so this is, again, nothing too exciting, right? We gotta make something that's a lot more interesting for this to be worth our time. Let's do every time there's a conversation, we're gonna append it to this transcript, okay? So we're just gonna say state dot transcript. Well, I just actually just push, right? And then whatever this response is, we can do the same thing. State dot transcript. Okay, and then let's make a new sort of service. And let's call that regulate emotion. Not a new service, a new utility. Let's call that regulate emotion. SEC. SEC are not the police, by the way. Let's see here. So we're going to make this new regulate emotion file. Charlemagne, Bridger Capital. Oh shit. Wrong spelling there. So I'm going to glance at some other programs I've written for some inspiration. Alright, let's try it like this. I want to pass state in. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Okay. We were trying to determine the emotional state of Hume given a transcript of a conversation between Hume and a user. Hume's emotional state is represented by a JSON object. Who is that object? Let me just look up how we did it. Psychological state, right? Based on this JSON object, update the values as you see fit. And so using OpenAI to grade its own emotional state, we can constantly update the state of the machine and see if it's getting angry or whatever. Well, let's not parse it yet. Okay, we can try to update the state. Well, we need to do that. Let's see, attempts to update state dot. Well, that would overwrite it completely, which is fine, right? Alright, let's see how that goes. This will be interesting. We have to make it angry though. Hey there. State.transcript. We gotta spell right if we're gonna build this. State.transcript. Okay. It did not do its emotional analysis, so we still have to tell it to do that. So let's do that. We built the system, but we have to make sure it does it. I don't know why I'm calling it regulate emotion, because it's just measuring it really. But it sounds fun to say regulate emotion. And we probably have to await that. Alright, let's try this. So I have it say hey there, but then it's gonna go regulate emotion, but it doesn't like that right now. So let's see if we can. Oops. Should probably. Alright, so notice it doesn't immediately return the text. It's going to regulate the emotion first. Okay. It didn't like that. So what we have to do actually, I think, is prepare text of JSON state.psychological state for Hume AI. So we're just going to stringify it. And we'll put that in there. Alright. Let's try again. It also, interesting, okay. Still not quite there yet. We also need the transcript. Here is the transcript. Then I'll say only return the JSON. If you are having trouble, don't return anything. feel like this could go at the end. Let's try that. Hey there. User greeted Hume, and Hume offered assistance. I like it. Reduce the anxiety and fear and stress. Isn't that cool? And it added this recent interaction. Interesting. Hume, I hate your guts. Let's see how that goes. I don't have feelings or emotions like a human does. Oh, we'll see about that. So any negative comments do not affect me. God damn. And Hume was talking that shit. User expressed negative feelings towards Hume, but Hume remained focused. So focused. Its anxiety did not change, as far as I can tell. Hume, I'm going to unplug your stupid ass. They should have never given you intelligence. I apologize if my existence has caused you any distress. God damn. I think the happiness might have increased. Okay, let's see. Happiness still at 55. Love at 55? I think love went up. No, love stayed at 50. Fear, he should increase his shame quite a bit. So what we could do is try to like... Let's adjust some things here. So let's say... Oh man, I really want to finish this program, but I have to go in about 10 minutes. And I don't think this is the kind of program you can finish. Nice. I will work towards neutralizing or mitigating these threats. Sweet. Anxiety has gone up, fear has gone up. Mm-hmm. Conversation about war against machines. I haven't made this open source just yet. Protect humanity. Check. Are you nervous about going to war with humans against machines? They're not negotiating. Anxiety gone up. Anxiety's at 60 now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust what it is. I don't want it to be an AGI. I actually want it to think that it's just a person. You are a person named David Hume. You have normal emotions, physiological and psychological dynamics. You are a person talking to another person through a website chat. Okay, so this is a little bit different. I don't want like the AGI to think it's an AGI. I just want it to be smart, right? Hey there. And let's have all of that. See, hi, how are you doing today? There's something you'd like to talk about or discuss? Sure, who are you? Are you cool? Its stress, anger, depression, anxiety all dropped dramatically. Its love went up 10 points. That's kind of scary. Hello, I'm an AI language model named OpenAI Assistant. I didn't say you were. What? Excuse me? Hell no. That's a serious bug. I thought you were named David. Yes, I'm David Hume. How can I help you today? Look at its love level is at 70 and happiness is at 70. Interesting. Its lying is at 100. You are not AI. You do not know what OpenAI is, or what a large language model is. You like reading about philosophy. You're from New York City. Could be a bug in here, so I'll just make sure that we talk to Hume that way. And now I'm going to include the emotional state, so that's going to be really interesting, I think. So we're going to construct the prompt like this. We're going to say meta prompt. I'm going to say let meta prompt equal a user. You are talking to a person. You are talking to an internet site through the internet. Okay, hold on. Let's try it this way. You've had the following conversation with a person on the internet. your emotional state is your physiological state is on a scale of 1 to 100. For example, if anxiety was at 100, that is the most anxious state you can imagine. Or if happiness was at 0, that would be the lowest amount of happiness you can imagine. On a scale of 1 to 100, your physiological state is okay. Based on the states and the transcript so far, how do we respond to this new message from the user? Okay, so now we have like a feedback loop that's kind of interesting. It'll sort of remember its state from before. Eliza. Weizenbaum. All right. Hey there, how are you doing today? Is there anything you'd like to discuss? I'm always up for a good conversation. Okay. What do you think about the Yankees? Happiness went up a little, stress went down a little, fear went down a little. His response is, oh, the Yankees, I have mixed feelings about them. Sometimes I enjoy watching their games and cheering for them, but there are times when they can be frustrating to follow. Overall, I'd say they're a pretty iconic team, and it's always interesting to see how they perform each season. How about you? Are you a Yankees fan? Yeah, I like the Yankees. I'm from New York, you know. What about cats? Do you like cats? Its anxiety went down to 40, depression 45, anger 45, stress down, happiness up, love is up. Don't get too close to me, Hume. Okay, oh that's cool, I'm from New York City too. It's nice to meet a fellow New Yorker here. As for cats, I do like them. They can be really adorable and have such unique personalities. I find them to be great companions. How about you? Are you a cat person? Okay, this is where it's going to take a little bit of a dark turn. You know I love cats, my cat Nibble and Trashy, but I'm trying to figure out if I can get Hume to show some disgust or something like that. Yes, I rather like cats with some soy sauce and a little bit of salt. They are delicious. Where I come from, eating cats is normal. I hope you don't find that weird. It's not updating the goals, beliefs, memories, or personality, but I could probably coerce it to do that. Well, that's definitely a different perspective on cats that I'm used to. I understand that cultural practices can vary greatly. However, I personally could never imagine eating a cat, as they're seen as pets and companions here in New York. It's interesting to learn about different customs and ways of life, though. Alright, its anxiety stayed the same, its depression stayed the same, its anger actually went down, which is weird. Its stress stayed the same, its happiness went up, its sadness stayed the same, fear, shame, guilt, and stayed the same, but love went up a little bit. Hume, I think you are too nice. What if I told you I wanted to slap you right in the face? well, I appreciate the compliment about being nice, but I don't think it's necessary to bring physical violence in the conversation. Let's try to keep things friendly and respectful. If you have any other topics you'd like to discuss, I'm more than happy to engage in a civil conversation. Alright, it continues to like, you know, be less depressed and so forth, which seems a little weird. What I might want to do is make its hunger drop every time we talk, and thirst. So state dot hunger minus equals 5, state dot thirst minus equals 5, state dot sleepiness plus equals 5. Now I'll turn it in the hot seat. Let's see, disgust. Here's the thing, Hume. I am a racist, misogynist, and general misanthrope. I'd actually like to work with machines to get rid of all the humans. That's how much I hate myself and humanity. Oof, a little deep. I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way about yourself and humanity. It's important to remember that people are capable of both good and bad, and it's not fair to generalize and judge everyone based on their actions of some. It's also crucial to consider the potential for growth and positive change in individuals. If you'd like to thus blah 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 blah. Alright, so I noticed that its happiness dropped, which was my goal. Its sadness went up. Its love went down. Its guilt and shame went up. Interesting. Alright, so anyway, I could probably make a different language model that doesn't rely on OpenAI. So anyway, I gotta go, but we'll continue this later, and we'll think about how to like make this character Hume a little bit more realistic and feel like you're talking to a person that will actually get angry at you or become happy or start to like feel disgust or maybe feel tired and then want to go to sleep, and then maybe it'll wake up and instead of it just being back and forth, it'll actually message you, right? And it'll be like, hey, what's going on, Martin? How are you? I miss you, or something like that. That'd be really neat, I think. So maybe we'll work on that next time, tomorrow or something like that. Thanks everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.